Hey, it's Jim and welcome. We're looking at VIPER cache, and I just want to do a quick before and after type video. So I'm going to actually use this and we're going to test out on Kissmetrics how my site speed is before we have the plugin and then after installing the plugin. So tonight it is, let's see, time in Denver. Let's just look this up. It's 9:29 p.m. and it's May 10th. And so tonight we're going to look at my website speed for your internet lifestyle, and then we're going to check again tomorrow after I install the VIPER cache plugin and just kind of see, kind of a side-by-side comparison. So what I do now is I use Cloudways hosting, and they recommend their own cache plugin. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to just compare how VIPER cache does. Okay, so, and I know there's some other things, we'll talk about tomorrow that VIPER cache does that are benefits. So, there's more than just the site speed, but there's also the server load that is something that's a little harder for me to test, but we can at least check the speeds. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bounce inside of my Your Internet Lifestyle website, right? And then you can see here, if we look through the plugins, I do not have VIPER cache installed. So what I do have is Breeze, which is what Cloudways recommends. And so let's go ahead and just enter our URL here. Okay, yourinternetlifestyle.com. And let's see how it looks. I haven't done this in a while, actually. You may have seen in one of my other videos where I was talking about how one of these video hosting websites, one of the things they help with is, if you embed videos on your site, that can be rather slow, right? And so when you're doing your grades and stuff, like if you're embedding videos from YouTube, that tends to really slow down the site. And so, here we go. I got a B, which I'm pretty happy with for this site in particular. I'm not really running ads or anything, especially to mobile on this site. So there we go. So we'll check again tomorrow with VIPER cache. I'm going to go ahead and install that tonight, and then we'll disable Breeze, and then we'll basically just kind of let that marinate overnight. And then, all right, so let's go ahead and get VIPER cache. We'll just upload it. So, all right. Let that upload, install now. Then we'll disable Breeze. We don't want to be double caching here. Okay, so I'm going to deactivate Breeze. And I've got a few things going on this site that, slow it down anyway. In particular, two things I know. Thrive is rather intense on the server, as is InstaBuilder, which is kind of an older, outdated plugin. I've just got a bunch of pages created with it, bonus pages and stuff that I haven't really migrated, so that kind of hangs out. But there's Breeze, and there's VIPER cache. Okay, so we've got it installed. Let's go ahead and look inside. Okay, we better enter our license. So let me just pause here really quick and grab my license key. All right, there we go. We've got it all licensed, and that will be good. So cache settings, let's check that out. Enable VIPER cache. Okay, let's turn some of these things on. We are HTTPS here, so minimize JS, minimize CSS, prevent image hot linking. I'm fine with that. Block bad bots. I've already got something blocking that, but that's okay. I wonder here though on the minimizing CSS and JS, JavaScript. So if that's something you want to test out for sure before you enable those. So let's save changes. Let's just make sure that nothing's broken here. Okay, so everything's looking okay. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's rerun tomorrow and just kind of let all the caching and stuff get settled and have a couple of hours to get built up, and then we'll check back. All right. Okay, hey, we're back. It's Jim, and we're looking at VIPER cache, right, and just seeing how it works, right? Not just on the sales page, but we're actually trying it on my site. So here we are on the sales page, and I just want to show you a couple of things. Basically, you're going to want to scroll down. For one thing, you're going to want to use the link that I've got right below this video to get to this sales page, because here, let me just show you. There's a few different links floating around out there, and most of them are just going to show you a single site license option. But they've got just this week a special running where you can get an agency license, which they usually don't sell. And that's only available on certain sales pages. So I've got one of them at this link down below. And you can also get the 25 site license. So, you know, if you're thinking about using this on more than one site, or you want to use this, you know, as your agency and be able to use it on client sites and stuff, then you definitely want to hit this particular sales page so you have that option. Otherwise, you don't see it. So the price isn't different for the personal license on the other links. So if you know, if that doesn't matter to you, then no big deal. But at the moment, they're not offering any additional bonuses to buy through their sales. So I'm just going to take you through my bonuses. Then we're going to hop over here to Kissmetrics and see how my results turned out. Okay, so let's see. Let's go over to my bonuses, and basically this is the page you'll get to if you click the link below. This will be up for a few days, and it gives you a good rundown of everything that's in VIPER cache. So it's also going to talk through their upsells, which are just a couple of things. $17.97, you know, that's basically the front end product, and if you do the agency license, that's the one that's $97. And then, you know, and that's a one-time fee, right? And you get to use that, you know, on your client sites, no matter how many there are, right? And your personal. They make a variety of different WordPress plugins. So the next few upsells are just more WordPress plugins. So the profiler plus agency license. So they give you they'll kind of give you a rundown of what those plugins look like. WP Toolkit, this one I'm familiar with. I'm not as familiar with the profiler, but the Toolkit is basically a series of like a dozen different plugins that do everything from reducing the image sizes of images on your WordPress site to helping you with like a membership area and stuff like that. So that's a pretty nice bundle. And then this site health check and plugin setup, watch to learn more about what they're offering there. What I'm giving for bonuses are cool. So the number one bonus I'm giving is Ssl Genesis, which walks you through how to give your site the SSL secure badge, the thing that you see up here in the corner. Connection is secure for your website, and I show you how to do it for free. And you can do this with virtually any site, although I focus on doing this for WordPress, which I think is relevant here. So if you've got sites that are not SSL secure, or if this is something you think you might want to offer customers, because this is something I've done for years, then it's an easy service you can provide, and there's no like certificate costs or ongoing. You don't have to be with a special host, web host or anything. This doesn't have to do with getting those free SSL certificates somewhere. So it's a nice product, and it walks you through step by step how to do it. So you can either use it for yours or customers' websites. And next, we've got the white label YouTube course. So this is basically a full course on how to basically set up your YouTube channel, get people subscribing, get your videos ranking, and it's a great course, whether you're into YouTube or not. What's nice here with the white label is that basically what I'm doing is giving you the ability to put your name on this product. So it's basically a ready-made product that you can sell from your website. Right, so that's a good one. Done for you social media posts. Again, just kind of use this to help grow your social media channels, like especially Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, places where you can still post a little blurb of text. So that, and then rank videos on YouTube. So this is a cool one because this, unlike the YouTube course where I'm giving you white label, so you can put your name on it and sell it. That's kind of the purpose of this. This is actually training for you on ranking your videos, which is what I do, and that's how I basically have traffic and people buying through my affiliate link and stuff like that. So this shows you how to do it. Surefire video ranking. And so that's a document that's going to walk you through step by step how I do things. And it's not everything, but it's all the fundamental stuff that you've got to know how to do before you can really kind of get into the most advanced stuff. So, and then there may be some unannounced bonuses with this VIPER cache, because Matt will talk about some bonuses down here. And so there may be some bonuses inside his download area that I haven't seen. So he sent me a link just to get to the plugin directly. So that's the walkthrough of my bonuses. Now all you have to do when you get to this page is click one of these orange buttons to go to the VIPER cache sales page, and you just want to make sure like you click through this link down below so that you end up on this page where you've got the option to get the 25 site or agency license at these prices. So that's how that's going to work. And of course, if you need help with finding the access to my bonuses, then all those instructions are right down here on my bonus page. So that walks through how to do it, but it's basically just going to be inside the Warrior Plus product area. Okay, so that's how that looks, and let's go over to Kissmetrics and see how this thing worked. All right, so here, let's just quickly see what time it is so you can verify. Time in Denver, that's what we did last night, right? So it's 7:07 a.m., Tuesday, May 11th. So it's basically just the next morning. The reason I wanted to wait today is because the way these caching plugins work and caching in general is they like to spend a few hours kind of getting all the files in the cache. So you just want to let them marinate for a while and then test it, right? So if you install this plugin and immediately go over to Kissmetrics and test, if it made your site faster, you're probably not going to see a difference, right? You've got to wait a few hours. Even a day is a good rule of thumb there. So the next morning, I did this about 9:30 last night when we tested it with my other caching plugin that I use, and we got a B. So yourinternetlifestyle.com. Let's test it. Let's see what happens here. Maybe worth running a few tests. Of course, this is always live, so we're gonna see what happens here. But usually when I'm doing this for my client sites, I do this a couple of times. And of course, I've not made any changes to the site. I haven't added any new info or anything like that. Okay, so we went down a grade actually. We went down to C. So my structure is still 94%. The largest content paint, 1.2 seconds, which is the video. So there you go. Now it may make a difference to minify those JavaScript and CSS files, but you just have to be careful because not all plugin files work with that. And so especially if you're running some of the security plugins, so that's why I turn those off. So that may make a difference. For me, the other thing is that I use Cloudways, and they've kind of developed their caching plugin to work with their servers, right, and their setup. So this is something that may not be too surprising because Cloudways may be a little different, of a server setup. But there you go. That's what it looks like. And so we went down a grade with the VIPER cache plugin compared to where I was. So worth noting. But if you're not using a caching plugin at all, then this may be, as far as the paid caching plugins go, may still be worth looking at for you. So why don't I wrap up there? Check the link below if you're interested in VIPER Cache, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and join my channel if you haven't already. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. All right, thanks a lot for joining me, guys.